Good morning, hello, namaskar. I am your trainer for the fourth consecutive day, Mrs. Anita Singh. Today happens to be my last session with you all. It's been a beautiful journey. These last 3 days have been really days of learning for me to be interacting with you all. Of course, the interaction was just one side. It was one-sided, it was one way. But nevertheless, these 3 days have been a real beautiful journey for me. Telling a bit about myself for all those students who have joined me today. I am Mrs. Anita Singh. I'm a mother, I'm a trainer, I'm a teacher, I'm a homemaker, widely traveled, had the privilege of teaching in excellent schools all over in the country as well as abroad, learned so many things, and one positive thing, one very good thing which I have learned from my husband, who is an army officer, that never give up. It's never late in life to be learning a new thing. Knowledge never goes waste. We keep learning from each other every single day. I hope my journey for these last 3 days with you all and today is going to be good. You all will remember me, and I would like to continue my journey of teaching or imparting whatever little bit of knowledge I have with you all through scope. Now, talking about scope. Scope is a society for creation of opportunities through proficiency in English, established in 2007 by the Education Department, Government of Gujarat. It has enrolled 6 lakhs plus candidates. It has got 573 centers across Gujarat. And SCOPE has been functioning since 13 years in association with Cambridge English, part of the University of Cambridge, UK. And the two examinations which SCOPE conducts on a regular basis are CEPT, that is Cambridge English Placement Test, which includes reading and listening. And the second test is Lingua Skill Business, which includes reading, listening, and speaking. And today, whatever opportunity I have got is through SCOPE. So I am thankful, I am grateful to SCOPE from the core of my heart. Now, today's topic is on pronunciation. It's a continuation of yesterday's topic only. So today, it's the second day of the same topic, pronunciation, or you can say today it's going to be the culmination of my session with you all. Nevertheless, I hope you all enjoy as much listening to me as I enjoy teaching to you or talking to you for about 50-55 minutes. So today's topic is on pronunciation. Now, what is pronunciation? Pronunciation is crucial for confident communication, या जिसे हम बोलते हैं उच्चारण का शब्दकोश, या सही उच्चारण करना, या सही तरीके से किसी शब्द को या किसी सेंटेंस को फ्रेम करके बोलना, उसे हम बोलते हैं pronunciation. Like yesterday also I told that pronunciation is divided into 5 syllables. Pronunciation. It is pronunciation and not pronunciation. It's pronunciation. Now, different meanings, different ways in which I have tried to tell what pronunciation means. The way in which a word is pronounced. एक शब्द को हम किस तरीके से बोलते हैं, उसका मतलब होता है pronunciation. the manner in which someone utters a word. कोई हमसे कोई शब्द सेंटेंस बोलता है, उसको किस तरीके से बोलता है, सही उच्चारण से बोलता है, उसको बोलते हैं pronunciation. The act of uttering with articulation. Here articulation means सुंदर तरीके से बोलना, किसी भी चीज को सजा के बोलना. सजा के बोलने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप वर्ड्स को लिख रहे हैं तो सजा रहे हैं. सजाने का मतलब इधर होता है, if you have got a good vocabulary for making a simple sentence also, how beautifully you can or how articulately you can present it to the person. The act of giving the proper sound and accent. Proper तरीके से आवाज and accent को हम बोलते हैं pronunciation. The mode of uttering word or sentences. वही word को या sentences को बोलना, again comes under pronunciation. The act of pronouncing or uttering something. It can be now classified into countable as well as uncountable. When we say countable, countable comes under noun. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing, or all naming words are nouns. Now we are describing or we are categorizing nouns into two groups. That is countable. So countable, as the word says, countable means something which can be counted or something which is countable. And next is the way in which the words of a language are made to sound while speaking. Here it can be uncountable. Here it is uncountable or something which cannot be counted. It is uncountable. So the two forms of speaking, again, we are generally categorizing it into noun, countable, noun, uncountable. Now, what are countable nouns? Nouns can be countable or uncountable, I told you. So it comes under countable nouns, can be counted like an apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, or anything which can be counted, which has a numeric value. It can be counted. We can count. We can count the number of weeks. We can count the number of days. We can count the number of years, the number of months, or anything which can be counted is known as countable nouns. And then, of course, uncountable nouns are which cannot be counted. Here, given small little examples like we can never count air. We can never count water. Or any type of information which can't be counted comes under uncountable nouns. Next, what are pronunciation symbols called? Pronunciation के कुछ symbols होते हैं, उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? What are the symbols called? उनका कोई एक चिन्ह होता है. प्रोनाउंसिएशन के सिंबल्स को हम हिंदी में बोले, उनको बोलते हैं उनका कोई चिन्ह होता है या उनको बताने का कोई तरीका होता है. प्रोनाउंसिएशन की अगर आप किताब पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें आप देखेंगे there are different types of symbols which tell you or which indicate a particular alphabet. So those symbols are called diacritical marks or diacritics. उनको हम diacritical marks बोलते हैं या diacritics बोलते हैं. Like yesterday, now we studied about pronunciation only. So what were the 4 elements of pronunciation we talked about? Why I am repeating yesterday's syllabus is that today it's going to be a continuation of the same thing, but of course in a different manner and in a different way. Yesterday we talked about stress, that is word and logical stress. Then we talked about rhythm. Under rhythm comes loudness or the volume of the voice, the combination of sound pattern. Then we talked about the pitch. Pitch means the rise and fall of our voice when we speak. जैसे मैं अगर अभी बात कर रही हूं तो कभी मेरी बात में उतार आ जाता है, कभी चढ़ाव आ जाता है. I mean, I am not speaking at the same pitch, or I am not speaking at the same frequency. Whenever there is a rise or fall, we call it as the rise and fall in the pitch. Then we talked about intonation. Intonation was again the falling intonation, the rising intonation, and fall and rise intonation. Now we talk about few different exercises. Today I'm going to talk about few different exercises which I'm going to be talking about in this session. The first exercise is we taking the word halves. Halves. We are taking the word halves. The word halves is from the verb to halve. HALVE, which means to reduce by half. That means किसी चीज की क्वांटिटी को reduce कर देना by half. Halves and half. Now here the letter L is silent. When I'm writing halves, I'm writing it as HALVES. But here the letter L is silent. When we are speaking that word, the letter L is silent, as it often is after a vowel and before a consonant. So the word is pronounced halves or HAVZ. Now the different symbols which you see, the different symbols which you see are what you call it as the diacritical marks. These are what are called as the diacritical marks, what you see in the word HAVZ. Now, here are 5 groups of words which have a silent L. The words are into 5 different categories: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. So here I'm talking about the first group, walk. It sounds like W-O-K, but the difference in the meaning of walk and walk. Walk also is a word. Walk is a type of a utensil which we generally use for making Chinese food. We made the noodles in a wok. That is a wok, but then that wok is pronounced as a wok. But here we are talking about the L words. So where the L is silent. So here it is walk, talk, and chalk. So when we are writing walk, it is W-O-K. When we are saying talk, it is T-A-K. When we are saying chalk, it will be C-H-A-K. But when we are writing it, it is C-H-A-L-K. We don't call it as chalk, we say chalk. Similarly, group 2 words is would, should, and could. Number 3 group words are calm, palm, and balm. Calm, shant, जिसको हम C-A-L-M बोलते हैं, but when the sound which comes to our ears is that of K-A-M. अगर हम काम बोलेंगे तो वो हिंदी का शब्द हो जाता है, जिसको हम वर्क बोलेंगे, W-O-R-K. Then is a palm and a balm. Then group 4 words are calf, C-A-L-F, but the sound which is coming to our ears is that of K-A-F, calf. Then is calves, and then is half. And the group 5 words are fork and yoke, Y-O-L-K. We are not saying yolk, we are saying it as Y-O-K. The sound which is going to our ears is that of Y-O-K. Now, small little thing which we have to remember or we have to be very careful about is that be careful, the letter L after a vowel and before a consonant is not silent in all words. सारे words में L silent नहीं हो जाता है. It is pronounced in the words. It is pronounced the way it is spelled, like halt. Now halt we can't eliminate L out of it, then it will become a hat. That will be a different word. But if we have to say halt, the stress is coming on the L and the T. Halt matlab rukna. And agar L hata diya, so it will become a hat. Similarly, malt, then salt, then wolves and many others. So I hope this exercise is clear to you, that the group of 5 words which have a silent L, but the thing to be kept in mind is that all the letters, all the words with an L necessarily does not mean that the L has to be removed from it. Exercise 2. Now, we may think that English pronunciation has more exceptions than rules. बहुत बदलाव होते हैं, बहुत उतार चढ़ाव होते हैं, इतने सारे exceptions होते हैं, rules कम होते हैं, exceptions ज़्यादा होते हैं. That means there are more changes than what even we can perceive, what we can even think of. इतने ज़्यादा उसमें exceptions होते हैं rather than the rules. Now, here I am talking about the word THE, जिसको हम the बोलते हैं and the बोलते हैं. The उसमें E की आवाज आ रही है and the उसमें A की आवाज आ रही है. So here it is. There is a rule of pronunciation of THE. It is DI. It is DI. D. Before a word beginning with a vowel sound. So we say the age, the age. We don't say the age, we say the age. क्योंकि ये एक vowel के पहले लग रहा है. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So here age is, the first word is, the first letter is a vowel. So here we are saying it is the age. Before a consonant sound, the word THE is pronounced as the. मैंने जैसे बताया, it is the and the. अब अगर हम किसी चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, so we say the book. Please give me the book. Then we will not say please give me the book. We'll say please give me the book. Or the town. Which town out of all the places is more beautiful? Or this is the town where I would like to visit. So here, 2 little examples, the book and the town. But again, now the key point or the thing to remember is the word universe begins with a vowel. Universe, A-E-I-O-U. Universe aa raha hai. So then why shouldn't we be saying the universe? No, we call it as the universe. Because jo kaan mein awaaz aa rahi hai, that is a different sound. So here I have in little brief tried to make you explain two different ways in which a single letter word THE is pronounced or THE is spoken. Exercise 3. Now here we are talking about again continuation of the letter TH. There are several ways of pronouncing the letter TH in English, and some people have difficulty in pronouncing them correctly. शर्माने की कोई बात नहीं है, घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है, mistakes होती हैं, but we all learn from our own mistakes only. So if we are faltering on how to spell the word TH, here is the way. With the word asthma, normal में हम asthma ही बोलेंगे उसे. I have spoken it in a wrong manner. It's not asthma. Since TH है, उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम उसको asthma बोलेंगे. It is pronounced as asthma. the T and the H becomes absolutely silent. It is known as asthma. With the word asthma, everyone can get it right every time. It's easy because we don't pronounce the word TH at all. They are silent letters. So we say asthma. If somebody suffers from asthma, we say they are asthmatic. We don't say they are asthmatic. We never say they are asthmatic. We say they are asthmatic. Again, the letters TH are silent, but the word stress is different. Asthmatic. I am suffering from asthma and he is an asthmatic patient. So here we are laying or we are stressing more on TIC, asthmatic. Again, the letters TH are silent, but the word stress is different. The stress moves from the first syllable to the second. So we say asthmatic. He is an asthmatic patient. Number 3, English pronunciation or the sounds of English. This is very important. In case if you all can note it down, please. Or of course, I'll be sharing the slides with you. Sounds of English. In this method, we teach how to place tongue when we have to speak syllables. Here, the role of the tongue comes, the movement of the tongue comes, that how we are moving or how we are rolling our tongue inside the mouth when we are speaking particular words. Here the example is the sound, the TH sound puts the tip of the tongue in between your teeth. When I'm saying my tongue is going between my upper jaw and the lower jaw teeth. Whereas the S sound keeps the tongue behind the teeth. Sir हम जब बोल रहे हैं, sir की sound. Ship and sip. Again, the tongue is moving in a different particular pattern. So जब हम द बोल रहे हैं, हमारी जबान जो है वो दोनों दांतों के बीचों में आ रही है, एंड जब हम स बोल रहे हैं, हमारी जबान जो है वो दांतों के बिहाइंड में जा रही है. इट इज गोइंग बिहाइंड, वो पीछे जा रही है. नेक्स्ट इज द pronunciation pyramid. These are few exercises through which we can make the English pronunciation interesting, जिससे आपको interest आए. तो पहले जैसे था sounds of English, we can play a game in this method. Next we talk about the pronunciation pyramid. Pyramid क्या होता है? Pyramid होता है नीचे, it's like a triangle. So here we are playing a small little, I'm just explaining that how we can increase our vocabulary, how we can do or indulge in a better pronunciation. Here we start with a word at the top of the pyramid. Next, the teacher says a word at a level below. आपने एक word ऊपर बोला, आपके नीचे आपके ट्रेनर ने एक word बोला, आपने उसी से मिलता जुलता कोई नीचे word और बोला. ऐसे करते करते the pyramid keeps going down, and then the trainer encircles that आपने कितने words बोले या आपके साथ में जो those people who are involved in playing this game, उन्होंने कितने शब्द बोले. So end में we decide that किसने कितने शब्द बोले and कितना उनका correct pronunciation करा. This is a pronunciation pyramid method. Next is the minimal pairs. Minimal pair means for each pair the words sound extremely similar, but they are different. एक सी आवाज आएगी but उनका मतलब अलग होगा. Ear can be EAR also, and ear can be YEAR also. sun, run, fun. These are what you call as the minimal pairs, जिनकी आवाज एक सी होती है, the sound is similar, but words different होते हैं, उनके meaning different होते हैं. They are known as minimal pairs. For each pair, the words sound extremely similar, but they are different. Students have to keep a keen ear on what they hear and keep marking the similar sounding words. हो सकता है मैं आपको बहुत सारे वर्ड्स दे दूं, आपने एक ही साउंड की आवाज जैसे आ रही है, उन वर्ड्स को आपने सर्कल करना है. That is what we call it as the minimal pairs. So here I have talked about sounds of English, pronunciation pyramid, and minimal pairs. Next is the tongue twisters. Are an effortless way to get students talking. Tongue twisters. I'm sure आप लोगों ने सुना ही होगा, tongue twisters होते हैं, हिंदी में भी होते हैं, इंग्लिश में भी होते हैं. हिंदी में सबसे कॉमन जो हम लोग बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं, बोलते आ रहे हैं, वो होता है कच्चा पापड़ पक्का पापड़. उसको हम कितनी स्पीड से बोल सकते हैं, धीरे तो कोई भी बोल सकता है, बट हम उसको कितनी स्पीड से बोल सकते हैं. कच्चा पापड़ पक्का पापड़, है ना. या चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी रात में चांदी के चम्मच से चटनी चटाई. हिंदी में सुनते आ रहे हैं ये. Here I am talking about the English tongue twisters, like she sells. Now here, please see the way my mouth or my lips are moving. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Here the emphasis is on the word see, that is SEE, जिसको देखना बोलते हैं, SEA, जिसको हम समुंदर बोलते हैं, एंड शी, जो हम एक लेडी को बोलते हैं. She, see, and see. She, see, see. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. So this is what we call it as tongue twisters. Trust me, tongue twisters again are one of those very good ways of getting into the good pronunciation mode. Next we come are similar sentences. What are similar sentences? Similar का मतलब होता है एक जैसे दिखना, जो एक जैसे दिखते हैं. Like the teacher will write one sentence in each group. Listen carefully and try to make a similar sentence on the same lines. मतलब जो एक टीचर ने अगर एक वर्ड लिखा है, एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है, आप कोशिश करके अपने तरीके से, अपने प्रकार से एक सेंटेंस को लिखिए जिसमें कहीं ना कहीं उनके द्वारा लिखे हुए वर्ड्स का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, या अगर इस्तेमाल नहीं भी हो रहा है तो एटलीस्ट आपको कानों में आवाज एक सी आ रही है. You are getting a similar sound, like may the force be with you. Like if I make this statement of saying may the force be with you, आपको force से मिलता जुलता कुछ शब्द बनाना है, so आपने सेंटेंस बना दिया may the fourth be with you. May the fourth be with you. Then when you are alive, don't step on any glass. अब मैंने इस सेंटेंस को रजिस्टर कर लिया और मेरे को इससे कुछ मिलता जुलता बनाना है. अलाइव को हमने कहीं और यूज करना है, ग्रास को कहीं हमने और यूज करना है. So the sentence which I make is when you arrive, don't step on any grass. So alive की जगह मैंने arrive कर दिया, जिसमें साउंड VE की आ रही है, alive and arrive. And इधर पर मैंने कर दिया ग्लास को कर दिया ग्रास. इधर पर डबल एस की साउंड आ गई. ग्रास को हमने ग्रास कर दिया, अलाइव को हमने अराइव कर दिया. So this is what you call it as making similar sentences. Next is listening test. This is a basic type of listening test, जिसमें सिर्फ खाली हमने सुनना है. Similar sounds किस words में आती है, हमने उनको सुनना है बैठ के. Like birthday and birthday. Birthday and birthday. अलग अलग words हैं, बिल्कुल अलग मीनिंग है, बट उनकी साउंड हमको एक सी ही आ रही है. बर्थडे की जगह हमने बोल दिया बर्थडे, थम की जगह हमने बोल दिया सम, THUMB को हमने कर दिया SUM. साउंड एक सी ही आ रही है, बट द वर्ड्स आर डिफरेंट. सिंक को हमने बोल दिया थिंक और पिंक, तो हो गया सिंक, थिंक, pink and mink. The words, the numbers can be endless. That again depends on your vocabulary, on how fast you can think of the words and put them into practice. So here we talked about tongue twisters, similar sentences, and listening test. Next we talk about the word under exercise 5. We talk about the word buried. The pronunciation of the word buried is quite surprising. काफी चौंकाने वाला है. Why? The letter U is pronounced like an E. हमने लिखा है BURIED, बट हम buried नहीं बोल रहे हैं, हम उसको बोल रहे हैं buried. BURIED में लेटर U की साउंड कम आ रही है. It is the sound of E. So the verb bury is bury rhymes with ferry. हम फरी नहीं बोलेंगे. फरी अगर हम बोलेंगे तो वो हम जानवरों के लिए बोलते हैं, especially for the animals, the Pomeranian dogs. We say that Pomeranian dog is a furry animal. He's a furry dog. That's a different word here. Or the ferry मतलब ferry ride पे हम जाते हैं, जिसको हम बोलते हैं boat ride भी बोलते हैं. So here the bury is BURY. It sounds like berry and it rhymes with ferry. And the past tense and the past participle of buried rhymes with ferried. Ferried मतलब किसी को लेके जाना. Buried, buried rhymes with ferried. Next, it's a very important word and a very commonly misinterpreted word is, or mispronounced word is DEBT. DEBT. Normal किसी को जिसको नहीं आता होगा वो बोलेगा debit. No. Here the B, forget or think that B was never there, ever there in this word DEBT. DBT is another of those English words with a silent letter. Pronounce it as if the letter B wasn't there ever. So you should say det, DET, which rhymes with a pet. Det and pet. And मतलब क्या होता है det का? DEBT, det. उसका मतलब होता है आपने किसी से, if you owe money to someone, आपने किसी से पैसा लेना है. If you owe money to someone, if you owe money to someone, आपने किसी को पैसा देना है. That is what we call it as debt. I am in debt by few lakhs because I have taken a huge car loan. So I am in debt. DEBT, but pronounced as DET, which rhymes with the word PET. If you owe money to someone, you are in debt to them. But if you are very grateful to someone who has helped you, you are indebted. मैं आपको अपने मन से thank you बोलती हूँ. I I'm really very grateful to you, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. So what am I? I am totally indebted to you. I'll not say that I am totally indebted to you. You say that I am totally indebted to you. And I have a huge debt on my head. And I have a beautiful pet at home. So here, forget that there ever was a B. Here, it is pronounced only as a debit or a credit card. Here, the DEBIT remains as it is. Here, B doesn't go out. Here it remains. So be carefully not to confuse debt with debit. Debit is a record in a book of accounts of money spent or owed. It is the opposite of credit. So be careful when you have to say debt. Be careful when you have to say indebted. Be careful when you have to say debit card or credit card. Or be careful when you have to say that you were in debt. Okay. Next we talk about the letter H. The letter H in the word ghost is silent. So ghost is like the H goes out. We don't say go host. We say ghost. Ghost. So it rhymes with most. Spelling बिल्कुल फर्क है, but rhyming आप देखिए. Ghost and most. And a toast. So it is again, I mean, how you can keep on adding to the words depending on how good a vocabulary you have. So keep it in mind that vocabulary building and pronunciation, they go hand in hand. They go side by side. आपकी vocabulary अच्छी होगी तो आप words ढूंढ सकोगे, और pronunciation अच्छा होगा तो आप बोल अच्छा सकोगे. And vocabulary and pronunciation दोनों ही अच्छे होंगे तो you are a master. You are going to be a master in your subject. The letter H in the word ghost is silent. So ghost rhymes with most. In fact, the letter H is silent in all words beginning with the letter GH. GH से जितने भी words शुरू होते हैं उसमें H जो है वो silent होता है. Like here I have given an example of ghetto, ghastly, or the African country by the name Ghana. It's Ghana, it's not Ghana, it's Ghana, but here the sound is coming from the nasal, ana. Ghana means the H has gone down, the pitch of H has gone down, and we are getting the sound of G-A-N-A, Ghana. That's the African country. Now, just for your knowledge, you know that the letter H in ghost is silent, and you also know that the letter W in the word writer is silent. जब हम writer बोल रहे हैं कि he is a big writer, so we are writing it as W-R-I-T-E-R, but जो आवाज आ रही है कानों में, that is of the writer, R-I-T-E-R. सुनाई हमको writer दे रहा है, लिखना हमको writer है. And उधर पर हम ghost बोल रहे हैं जिसका H silent है. So I'm trying to give a word by the name of ghost writer. Ghost writers भी होते हैं. Now what is a ghost writer? Ghost writer is a person who writes books, speeches or articles for other people without being named. मैं अपने बारे में दुनिया को बताना चाह रही हूँ, but मैं नहीं चाहती कि मेरा नाम आए या दुनिया मेरे नाम से उस particular article के लिए जाने. So what I am requesting the ghostwriter to do, I'm requesting the ghostwriter to write a write-up on me, but without my name being featured in it. This is what we call it as a ghostwriter. This was just for your knowledge. Next, we come to the pronunciation of the word gentleman. Gentleman. Did you know that the pronunciation of gentleman, singular, gentleman, plural, singular में लग गया man, man, plural में लग गया men, but it's exactly the same way it is pronounced. We don't say he's a gentleman, or we don't say he's a gentleman. We say he's a gentleman. M-I-N. The pronunciation is the same for both gentlemen in singular as well as plural. Similarly, we don't say postman and postmen, it's postman. Whether it's singular or whether it is plural, it is postman. Similarly, we don't say chairman and chairman, we say chairman. It's the same pronunciation for both the words. So it's a gentleman, it's a postman, and it's a chairman. Next, did you know the word minute? Minute, that is 60 seconds. एक मिनट में कितने seconds होते हैं? Is one that you already know. It's pronounced as M-I-N-I-T, minute. Minute means जो घड़ी के minutes होते हैं. And उसी का एक word होता है minute, जिसको हम adjective में आता है minute. Minute means very small, or I am not going into very minute details of something. I don't have much of time. I'm going by the clock. So I'm going by the minutes which I have been given to speak on. I have been given 50 minutes, 60 minutes by scope to speak about. So I'll be talking on those minutes only. So I'll not be in a position to go into the minute details of each and every topic. So this is what we call it as the minute and the minute. Did you know the word minute? That is 60 seconds is one that you already know. It's pronounced as minute, M-I-N-I-T. But did you know that minute as an objective, minute as an object, as an adjective means very small or tiny, has different stress and a very different pronunciation. It's pronounced as minute. Minute. स्पेलिंग सेम है MINUTE, बट हमने प्लेसमेंट जैसे करना है, हमने कहाँ उसको प्लेस करना है, कहाँ हमने मिनट बोलना है, कहाँ हमने माइन्यूट बोलना है. दैट इज वेयर द एंटायर प्रोनाउंसिएशन चेंजेस, मिनट एंड माइन्यूट. नेक्स्ट, money is another very familiar word. Money, it's pronounced as MANI. We don't say as money. We don't say it's, since it's written as MONEY, logically it should be money. But here we pronounce it as money, MANI. Money can rhyme with sunny also. But here I have given the example that money is rhyming with honey. आप honey नहीं बोलते हो, आप honey बोलते हो. So the emphasis is on HONEY, automatically sounds like HUNI, honey, and money. We find the same vowel in monkey. We call it as a monkey. Monkey बोलते हैं, बंदर को हम monkey बोलते हैं, but उधर पर ही हम donkey को donkey नहीं बोलते. आवाज एक स्पेलिंग में M का फर्क है और एक D का फर्क है, बट उसमें क्या हुआ, द प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज चेंजिंग. इट्स अ मंकी एंड इट्स अ डोंकी, बट इन donkey rhymes with monkey. Monkey, it's a British English way of pronouncing, or it is a British formal word meaning something is not straight or not evenly balanced. वो different हो जाता है. Although we try to follow the British English pattern, we don't go into the American accent. So that is where here I have tried to explain the meaning of monkey, which is a British word meaning that something is not straight or not evenly balanced. Now, did you know the word phony? The spelling is similar to money, but the pronunciation is as different as the meaning. It rhymes with the words Tony and pony. So that's where in the beginning of this chapter, in the beginning of this class, didn't we say that English language has got too many exceptions rather than having too many rules? Rules बहुत कम है, but exceptions बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. Exceptions are too many. Thank you. Next, we come to the exercise 9. That is, if you see in the picture, you see the picture of our Parliament building. Now, Parliament is a word we often see in writing, but be careful with the pronunciation. The first syllable par is long stressed, rhyming with a car. We don't say parliament, we say parliament. So that P-A-R is rhyming with C-A-R. So parliament is a word when we often see in writing, but be careful with the pronunciation. The first syllable par is long stressed, rhyming with card, but the other two syllables have the weak vowel. So the pronunciation is parliament. That means here there is a change in the pitch of our voice. It's a parliament. First syllable stressed hai, second syllable thoda sa weak hai, and again it goes on a high note. Parliament. L-I is going down and the ment is again going up. So it's a parliament. Now, same is the letter CH. The letter CH in Chicago and Michigan are pronounced like shop, sh. आवाज CH की है, उधर पर आवाज MI की है. But we don't say it as Chicago. We call it as Chicago. We are pronouncing it with the sh, Chicago, and Michigan. It's not Michigan, it is Michigan, M-I-C-H. Idhar bhi CH hai, but here we are calling it as SH. So it's pronounced as Chicago and Michigan. Similarly, heart rhymes with part and cart. लिख रहे हैं हम heart, we're talking about heart, but when we say my heart is beating, it sounds like a H-A-T, my heart is beating, and it sounds or it rhymes with part and cart. Similarly, the spelling ear can be pronounced in different ways. Example, dear rhymes with here, learn rhymes with turn, where rhymes with there. Dear, D-E-A-R, rhymes with H-E-A-R. Learn rhymes with turn. Please learn. I'll learn when my time comes. Where and there. Please wear this dress and go there. So dear, here, learn, turn, where, there. Now, be careful with the pronunciation of heartache. Ache rhymes with take and make. So the pronunciation is heartaches. You don't say heart-ache since it is A-C-H-E, but it is heart-ache. A-C-H-E becomes E-R-K, heartache. Next we talk about now the commonly mispronounced everyday words in English. The first word is GIF, जो आजकल की मोबाइल लैंग्वेज में बहुत आता है सुनने में, GIF. It's pronounced as J and if. It's like the sound is of GIF, not the GIF. J and G में आवाज की difference है. So it's a GIF. Next is mischievous. It's pronounced as mischievous. Mischievous. Next is a library. So it is Liebrary, library. Riri, E awaz. It's the sound of not the R and the Y, it's the sound of the double E, library. Next is Salmon. It's salmon. It's a brand of a fish. It's the name of a fish, salmon fish. So we don't say salmon. It's a sam and a in. So we pronounce it as a salmon, sam in. Then ask. Please ask me anything. ASK. It's pronounced as AHSK. Ask. Ask. H and the S sound is coming from the throat. Ask. Then it's a one of the days of the week, that is a Wednesday. We don't say it as a Wednesday. It's pronounced as a Wednesday. The spelling is Wenzday. It's a Wednesday. Then is a stomach. Stomach नहीं बोलते हैं, हम बोलते हैं उसको stum and ick. Stomach. Stomach. Then it's a meme, again a word which is very commonly used in nowadays mobiles. It's a meme, meme, meme. It's not a meme, it's a meme. Then the word is mayonnaise, a butter-like thing which we spread on the bread and the burgers to eat. It's a mayonnaise. It's not a mayonnaise, it's a mayonnaise, mayonnaise. Then it is specific. Be specific in what you want to say. It's like SPEHSIFIC, specific. Next is the word like the southern. We don't say southern, southern. It's southern. It's a southern. Southern. Then it's a yolk, YOLK. I like to eat the egg yolk. We don't say yolk, it's yolk, YOHK, yolk. Next is probably. Probably, I might go there, probably by next week. It's a prob and a ub and a BLE, probably. The UB sound is going on a low note, on a downfall note, probably. Then we don't say clothes. Since it is S, we call it as clothes. The sound of the S changes to the sound of the Z, clothes. Then the next word is especially. It's ES is going down, PESH is going up, and U and UL and the LEE. It is especially. Again, the last, we are going on a higher note of LEE. Then the next word is athlete. ATH and LEET. It's on the same intonation, athlete. But it is ATH. It is broken into two syllables, ATH, LEET, athlete. Then the next word is congrats. When we say the word congrats, the sound is that of KUHN. And this syllable, we are laying emphasis, congrats. Grats is the downward intonation, GRATS. Then is the word is a debris. It's written as debris. So debris means where you put all the garbage. So it's pronounced as a debris, D-E-I, debris. It's on the same intonation, but then the BRIS takes the form of a BREE. So it's pronounced as debris. Next is the word debut. She made her debut in the movies. So it's not pronounced as a debut. I did the debut. I made a debut for myself since it is T. No, here the T is absolutely silent. It is like the DEIBY a debut. And last word is not a forte, it is for and a TEI. That it's a low emphasis on the word TEI. So it's a forte, forte. So these were the 20 commonly mispronounced words which I taught you all today. I hope you've registered them. Now going back on the little recap about the last 3 days. That's the sessions which I had on the 23rd, the 24th, 25th, and today. So 23rd, we talked about different types of vocabulary. Sunna, bolna, likhna, padhna. Then the ways to improve English vocabulary. क्या फायदे होते हैं, the benefits of vocabulary, और learning 10 new words. 10 words मैंने आपको सिखाए थे. That was the first day class session. 24th, we did quick ways to improve vocabulary. Vocabulary के क्या तरीके होते हैं जिनसे हम जल्दी और अच्छा सीख सकते हैं. Then I talked about the 3R method. The 3R method was the read, record, and the review method. Then I talked about the mnemonics. Then I talked about the basic types of mnemonics. Then I talked about the 3 main cognitive learning style, जिसको हम बोलते हैं लिखना, सुनना और कोई physical activity करके काम करना. They are the 3 main cognitive learning styles. Then I talked about what is a pangram. Then 25th, I talked about, yesterday's class was about what should be learned in pronunciation. What are the main features of pronunciation? What are the different sounds, stress, intonation, and rhythm? What are the types of intonation, the falling, rising, and the fall, rise, and the commonly mispronounced English words in everyday language. And today, of course, we've talked about, again, laying emphasis on pronunciation and how words have to be pronounced. Now, little bit I would like to say before I end my session here that it has been a wonderful learning experience for me as well. The kind of platform which Scope gave me, I am really indebted to them. And I really look forward to meeting you all again on the same platform with more enthusiasm, with something more to learn from you, with something more to teach you, and something more to share with each other. And on this note, I will just say, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. English language is a work in progress. Have fun with it. Here, I would like to say thanks again to Scope for giving me this wonderful, wonderful experience, wonderful opportunity to be a part of such. I mean, these 4 days were really learning for me. Learning never goes waste. Man is a learner till the last breath. So here, these 4 days, I would like to give special thanks to my team also. One of my one of the ladies or the girls who has played a very important role in doing the slideshow with me is Miss Momita with me, and of course the IT section which was held by Samir. So I would like to thank them also from the core of my heart, and I would like to thank Deepti also for giving me this platform, as well as my thanks to Hardik. And kindly share your feedback in the given page on Facebook by the name Scope. Thank you very much and hope to see you and meet you again.